Hi, I'm Sophie from Soccer Mommy, and this is Records in My Life.
So much for being on the show.
Yeah, of course.
How's everything going? How's the tour?
It's been good. It's been super fun.
Your album came out recently on Fat Possum.
Fat Possum. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about it. Who you worked with. Title.
It's called Clean. It's kind of the debut record. It's the first one that is like a real album, not just a collection of like demos. And I made it with Gabe Wax, producer in New York. We did, kind of half in a studio, half in like a home studio kind of environment. It turned out great. I'm really happy with it.
With the sessions, I mean, were you a little nervous about the sessions and stuff like that, like recording the albums? I know you did demos, like a lot of demos before that. This was Gabe Wax's, he's heavyweight mixer, producer. Were you a tad nervous, like in the sessions?
No, I wasn't, because when I met him, we just, connected really well with the ideas for the album, and then we kind of tried out started two tracks before we, decided to do it with him, and they turned out amazing, so I was just excited, mostly, to work with him. He's young, he's, a cool guy, it just felt comfortable.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I know also when you were going to school, you went to art school, and you were in swing bands, or a swing band.
Yeah.
What, were there any records that you really got into?
I don't think there were that many records. There were artists like Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, that we did a lot of songs by, because obviously every standard was done by those people pretty much.
Right.
So we did a lot of those, stuff like Summer Wind or Autumn Leaves we would do. April in Paris was one I knew. Lots of different ones.
Were there a lot of paid gigs for this, or was this just a school?
There were some paid gigs.
Were there?
We made some money.
That's awesome.
I think I did more paid gigs. I was also in the guitar quartet, which we did some gigs for, and then also I would go occasionally with my teacher for guitar and swing band and this other kid who played bass, and we would do a trio at
so cool.
for some money and at a dinner thing or something occasionally,
awesome.
which was nice.
I like when you say this other kid. I just love stories like that. For me, what about an album? What's a good record when you get back from touring? If you're cooking some ramen noodles or a lobster or vacuuming, what's a nice record?
One that I've been bumping a lot at home, I just got it on vinyl, so I've been playing it a lot at home when we've been back, is Dixie Chicks, Wide Open Spaces. I play it on the road too, to be fair, but that's a good one. Kasey Musgraves, that's an all-the-time record though. Golden Hour is anytime. When you're home, when you're on the road.
And is that a brand new, is that the one that just came out?
Yes.
Right.
It's amazing.
So what's about that album? Because a lot of people have been talking about it, and I don't. Tell us a bit about it.
It's revolutionary.
So what's good about the album?
It's like her pop crossover a little bit, but it still has all the country vibe going in there, but it's really poppy, and the production's really dreamy and kind of spacey, and it sounds so good. And the songs are awesome too. They're just really catchy, and every single one is good.
Interesting. And what's a record? Give us a new discovery. It can be a new artist or an older artist that you're just in love with right now. An album.
New album I'm in love with right now, Built to Spill, Perfect From Now On. It's been going around for me a lot. I had listened to some of the other stuff before, but I had never listened to that album, so I've been listening to it a bunch.
Interesting. And give us an album for our audience that I'm starting a record collection. And for you, what would be the album to start it from? If you were starting from scratch and you went to the record store carte blanche, and it was
it's hard.
Where would you head to right away?
Sleater-Kinney, it's a good one. First album's amazing. Really, I mean, they have so many good albums. First album's really good. I've been really into the hot rock. Right now, it's a good one. Maybe some Sonic Youth. Could hit that up. They have a couple, classic albums. Slowdive.
Those are good. Those are fine choices.
All ones to go
I like
hit
the
up.
spectrum we've
those are they're all S's, but
those
are all classic. Classic
was
records.
that intentional? You did all the S's?
I just kept thinking of more S's. Those are all just classic, huge artists that you can start with.
They're really good.
Think.
Let's do one last. Are you okay to do one last question?
Let's do it.
Oh, I was going to ask about Silent Barn. That's what I was going to ask about. Silent Barn in Brooklyn. Some great bands have come out of there. There's been some great venues there. Tell me about a couple of bands that from that era, which you really kind of admire and.
Trying to think of people I played with there. I played quite a few weeknight shows there when I was in college. Thanks for Coming is a good one. They're an NYU student that I played a couple shows with there, and they just have a lot of stuff up on Bandcamp. It's really cool. Goblin Jr.
Right.
It's a good one. Do you know that one?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
They're really awesome. We actually had them open our show in New York a little while ago. They're all super nice people. I saw this band called Wunderbar there one time. That was cool. And I also saw, that one's from Boston, so is this other band called Horse Jumper of Love. It's a good one that I saw there.
Is the venue still around, or it was shut down, right?
They closed, yeah.
That's too bad. That was a good one.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much for doing this, and best of luck with everything.
Yeah.
And, thanks for educating us about music, because that's what the show is about, and we'd like to ask our guests for any words of wisdom they might have, or a joke.
Oh, a joke! I can't do that.
Okay.
Words of wisdom for what? Record shopping?
Life advice.
Life advice. Buy some records. Go buy some.
That's good. That works.
Yeah, it's great.